Hello everyone. Hello, hello. Sorry I'm late. I was hunting and gathering and I just kind of lose time when I do that. Just kind of lose time. So let me know if everything is okay, if you can hear me. All that good stuff. And hello Vicky. Oh. How are you? Hear and see fine. Wonderful, wonderful. Happy Tuesday, everyone. I made a bunch of videos yesterday, and to relax afterwards, I grabbed my Serendipity glue book, and I kind of got addicted to grabbing stuff and gluing. I'm a glue maniac here. So I'm getting pretty far on it, and I should be finishing this in not too much time if I don't keep starting other projects, which is fine because I do have some more projects planned. So happy Tuesday, everyone. If you're watching the recording, I just want to say I do stream live every Tuesday and Sunday. Hi, Linda, at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. I do have people in the chat, and they talk amongst themselves and have a grand time. So if you can stop by sometime and chat with the girls, sometimes guys, it's a lot of fun for everyone. They do have a great time in the chat, and they ask me questions sometimes and tell me to do things and to give me suggestions and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not really talking to myself. I am talking to people as they come in. Hi, Vicki. Hi, Claudette. So I'm not completely crazy, but mostly. So today I got some happy mail from Christine, and I am not very familiar with her. I don't think that she comes into the live chats, but I think she watches the recordings. So I don't think she's going to be here today. Hi, Shelly. But she sent me some interesting stuff, and I thought that I would put a book page together with the stuff that she sent in the FIBS book. So I am just waiting for people to get here for me to start. And I need to stop with the gluing, frantically gluing. This has turned out to be a lot of fun. The Serendipity book, like I said, I got it out last night after making videos just to have something to do while I was uploading and trying to get stuff situated. And something occurred to me. Some of these are too small to use right yet. Something occurred to me with this. Of course, you can ask a question. Hi, Susan. Hi, Susan. Thank you, Shelly. Let me put a lid on the glue. Something occurred to me while I was making this book, and I finished up the cover last night. So it's got stuff all over the cover. It used to be a watch box, and now it is a Serendipity cover. And then I wanted to do 3 signatures inside, but I don't think they're going to be fat enough. So I might have to do 4. So I was working on the 4th one. But something occurred to me, and I thought, I wish I had thought of this before I started the book. This Serendipity book is a glue book. There is no difference. It's a glue book. It is one of the variations of a glue book. And my definition of a glue book is gluing pieces of paper, any kind of paper, into a book, a signature, or another piece of paper. Hi, Mitzi. It's just a variation of a glue book. It is a Serendipity book. I call it a Serendipity book just so I know I have a name for all the different variations. Okay? That's the only reason I was calling it a Serendipity book. That, and it's kind of like Serendipity paper, where you just glue all your scraps together and put them in a book. So I wish I had thought of this before I started the book, because it would have been kind of fun to do. All right. I was thinking, those I Spy books that kids have? You should start one, yeah. Start one. That's what Glue Book January is all about. Starting new projects, glue books, so we can stay warm under the blankets. Because it's cold out there, you guys. I feel badly for a lot of you who are in just horrible weather. Stay warm, guys. Watch the videos. Get your glue book stuff out. Huddle on, underneath the blanket and watch videos. You can do glue books pretty easily while you're wrapped up in blankets. So I was thinking those I Spy books, or the Where's Waldo kind of thing, where there's a list of things to find in the picture on a page. And I have one, I meant to grab it, but I didn't. So wouldn't it be fun to make a list of stuff that you're putting into a book? I had all these little bits of paper. I had some stamped images. I had some magazine pictures. What else did I have? Some stickers, things that had a picture. So wouldn't it be cool to make a list of things to find in the book? All the letters of the alphabet. All the numbers from 1 to 20. Find 3 mice, 5 birds, 6 cats. Find the word explore. Find a blue crab. Find all these things, and have it on like a tag or something that you could put, or even in a pocket. Hi, Ada. Or even in a pocket, or a tag with a paper clip to it, with a bunch of different stuff that's in it. And the reason I say I wish I'd known thought about this before, it's easier to count the items that you're going to put in instead of trying to count how many cats you have, or how many of this or that, the other thing. You can make your list and have them all, situated, and then glue everything in. So then they would be all over the place. And kids or grown-ups would be looking for cats, but they wouldn't necessarily be the same kind of cat. I've got a sticker. I've got a stamped image cat, and I've got a magazine picture of a cat. So they wouldn't know exactly what they were looking for when they went through the list. Hi, Ina. Hi, Linda. Hi, Ada. So I thought, that would have been a whole lot of fun to come up with a list. I suppose I can still come up with a list for it. It'll just be harder to count the amount of birds and all that stuff. It would just be easier before you glue everything in to count and arrange and make sure you have all the numbers between 1 and 20. And I don't have any alphabets in here. I'd have to put alphabets. But hi, Lucky. I just thought that would be really, really fun. So I'm getting, it's more than halfway done. I can't remember what number this is on the list. Where's my list? This is not my tablet with the list in it. What number is the Serendipity book? Somebody else could tell me. Oh, here it is. Serendipity book is glue book variation number 6. Number 6. Okay. I thought that would be a really fun gift idea for a kid, is a little I Spy book made by Grandma with, you know, her stamps and images that she's found and maybe baby pictures of the kid or their parents or grandma or I mean, the possibilities are endless. Different words, you could, yeah, it would be so much fun. So this is the Serendipity book, and I've still got some more spaces to fill up, and so I was working on it real fast. But anyway, let's get on with the FIBS book so I can have enough time after the FIBS book to introduce number 11 variation of a glue book. And just while I do need a catchy name for that kind of book. I Spy book. There was a thing I found, and did I glue it in? Adventure and Discovery. No. I found some words. Can you find? Can you find book? Can you find? Yeah. So, can you find book? It's a, yeah, but it's still, I started it as a Serendipity book, and that's probably what my brain will go back to over and over and over again. So, I have, yeah, that's probably what I will call it, but all right. So you guys don't get your notifications until like 30 minutes after I start. That's horrible. That's absolutely horrible. All right, let's put that away. YouTube is horrible about their notifications. All right, so there it is. All right, so this is the stuff that I got from Christine. She lives in Sydney, Australia, and she sent this envelope made of calendar pages with the little puppies on there. Very clever, very clever. I didn't notice it. These stamps are really cool. And she put tape over them so they didn't cancel them, which is really strange. But anyway, so she sent me all this stuff. Christine from Sydney, Australia. She did comment on when I did show this Happy Mail. So I know she's out there. But like I said, I don't think she watches the live streams. So the FIBS book so you guys can see it. Here's the FIBS book. We haven't got very many pages made yet, but the pages that I have made are pretty fat. You guys, with your bling, you're making the pages really fat. So here are the pages so far. This is Mildred, and the other Terry. This one is Teresa, Mountain Dreamer. She sent me all kinds of stuff that I'd never seen before. This one's our Vicky S., who's in the chat today. She had the fairy garden. This one is Blonde Woman Stamping. This is Jean. Jean. I did ask her, and then now I've forgotten how she pronounces her name. And I ruined the transfers that she gave me, and I meant to go back and try it again, and I haven't done that. So this one is Christina from Belgium. This one is Jennifer, and she's part of our Facebook group. She is in there. Hi, Debbie. And this one is the last one we did, Miss Dustberries from India. And so I need to do the next one. Let me get it out of the book so I can work on it as a signature, and I don't have to fight the cover and the rest of the pages. All right. And let me put that to the side for a second while I decide what I am going to use for her page. She sent me all kinds of stuff. All kinds. Seems like there's a ton of, I didn't look at it before. I haven't looked at it since when I showed it after I got it. She sent a bunch of stuff for the color glue book, and she sent a bunch of these butterflies, and I think the butterflies are really cool. So I think I'm going to use those. She sent some images that are neat. Let me put them up here so I can get some background papers that kind of go with these images, because I think I want to use butterflies for sure. All right, so I'm looking for stuff that'll go together on a page. She sent, she sent some painted papers. So I definitely want to use painted papers and this envelope. I think that is really cool. So let's find things that go together a little bit, kind of. Linda, hi Linda, you didn't get a notification? You might get it a little later. No one got notifications? Really, that's sad. I don't like that a whole lot. Let's see. Most of these butterflies are brown, so I might want to be able to see the butterflies. I really like them. I want to use the butterflies. These papers are just a little busy. Oh, look at that one. I might have to outline the butterflies so that they show up. Okay. Yeah, we've got to use painted papers, and I have to use that envelope there too. Let's see. I'm kind of liking this, but the butterflies are going to blend into it too much. So I need something with a little bit of contrast. That might be it. I think that's it. And then we can add those images too. And let me use this one too, or this one, or both of them. All right, so we're going to use those. I like this one, but it's just, I think it's too dark for the butterflies. Yeah, it's just too dark for the butterflies. Oh well. All right, so these are the colors that I am going to go for. Here's another butterfly. Here's another butterfly sticker, some other stickers. Let me put those to the side. And some scrapbook paper, which goes with the butterflies and ties in. So we're going to put some of that in there too. Oh, here's some paper with butterflies on it. Let's use a little bit of that one. All right. So there's some scrapbook paper. Polka dots, I don't think I'm going to use. Tissue. Maybe I could use a little tissue to tone down the background. So let me keep that handy. And I'm not going to use that. So let me get this stuff out of the way that I'm not going to use. All right. I'm feeling a little abstract today, guys. A little abstract. Let's see what happens when I'm feeling abstract-like. Let me put this envelope in here too. All right. So let me put these little bits over on the side. I'm not sure how much of that I'm going to use, but we'll get them over there. And let's start. Everything is like green and orange, brown, except this blue butterfly. And I really like that blue butterfly, so he's going on. Okay, so. Oh, really? You always get notified on time, and this is the first time that you haven't got a notification? They are slacking. I need to put my glue magazine here, so maybe I should pick up these images so that I don't lose anything. Trying to kind of look at them. Oh, look at that. That's cool. Be neat in the background as well. I'm getting too many background papers. This might turn out a little crazy, you guys. It might just turn out crazy. I have the snuffles. I don't know why. I just don't know why. All right. So I am going to put that to the side as well. And I am going to rip with reckless abandon papers up. So I don't plan it too much. I love that pink. And I will use, let me just tear a little bit of this orange bit off. And I want some of this. I want some of this. So the FIBS book is Friends in the Box for anyone who doesn't know. Friends in the Box means all the people in the chat that have such a great time when they're together. Okay. I kind of want to put some of this in the background as well. Don't need that white though. Cut that white off. All right. Is it starting to get warmer for you guys? Any warmer? You guys, the temperatures that I was hearing on some streams, it's just unbelievably cold in various parts of the world, mostly United States. Okay, let me put that up there and get my glue a-going here. Just unbelievably cold. So I'm going to just randomly collage a background. I am not going for a, what do I usually do? A rough draft? I am not auditioning stuff today. I'm gonna go a little crazy and just do it and just have some fun. This doesn't always work out for me. I think I tried this once and it didn't work out for me, but I don't have a game plan. And that's okay, really. We'll see how it turns out. Ooh, this one shimmers. Shimmer goodness. I need to turn my page already. So this one might be, like I said, I'm in an abstract kind of mood. Don't know why. So it will probably be kind of abstract-like. I want to put these butterflies. I should have put that underneath. Oh well. And I'm excited to show the next glue book variation. I was working on it a little bit. Maybe I can pull this up. And glue it back down so that that's underneath. This side over here is extremely bulky and it's got a lot of bumps, so it's a little difficult to get things glued on over here. Just a little, having a little difficulty. Nothing to be afraid of. I just wanted to say that. And I'm running out of glue and I need another glue stick. Hi, Cheshire Cat. Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome, welcome. And I do want some of this on here somewhere. Let me get a new glue stick, because it tends to fall out when it gets low, and I don't want to keep putting it back in. I just don't want to. Okay. That straight edge right there. Let's see if I can get some not straight edges. This is one of my collage things. I don't like straight edges in my collage, inside a collage. Someone asked me what the difference was between a glue book and a collage, why I can handle straight edges in a glue book, but I can't for a collage. And I could not come up with an answer at the time, but I'd been thinking about it. And, you know, I think, hey Kiki, I think what it is about straight edges in a collage, I use a lot of different kinds of paper. I don't know if I necessarily want to use that. I use a lot of different kinds of paper when I'm doing collage. And it looks funny to me when those different kinds of collages or papers are put together and there's straight lines, because it doesn't look like they are blending. They look kind of like they're separating themselves. There's a distinct beginning and end to each different kind of paper. When you tear the papers, they kind of mesh together just a little bit better. With a glue book, I mostly use magazine images. So the straight edges don't look quite so harsh in a glue book to my eye. And I think that's the difference. I'm sure it's not that way for everyone, but I think that is, I don't want that down there, and I want that envelope on top. So I think that's what it is. My crazy brain, that's the way it works. I do have a crazy brain. Let me turn the page again. Oh, you have been here, but you've just been lurking. Well, thank you for lurking. I don't mind lurkers. Whatever helps you get through what you're going through. It doesn't sound like you've been having too much fun. So I'm glad I could help in a small little way. Okay, so I've almost got all the white area covered. This is how I do my collage, my random collages. I just stick stuff down for the background, and then I come back and fill in spaces. The trick to that, I will say it, the trick to random collage like this, use big pieces at first and put littler pieces on top. That way they blend in just a little bit better. It's a little bit faster, and it doesn't look so busy if you don't have a lot of little tiny images that are competing against each other. All right, I like that. I think I am going to put some of these images on. Where's my scissors? Do I want them to be square? Oh, I like that. Or do I want them to be torn? Torn. I'm thinking torn. Let me just tear the edges. I don't want to tear the bottom because I like that dress. I like that. I usually don't like something right in the center like that, but for some reason I like that. I have to put it over to the side to cover up this entire white space, which is fine. So let me tear around this one. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I was fine earlier. Now I'm going to start sneezing. Oh, excuse me. Hi, Kathleen. And now my fingers are gluey already. I think it was from the Serendipity book. So let me get a baby wipe. Oh. How are you doing? Yeah, gluey fingers. Gluey. Ooey gluey. That didn't get glued down all the way. It's really hard to work on a book it's got so many bumps, so big of bumps too. All right. Sorry. A little snuffly. A little bit snuffly. All right, so I think I want that. And this is an interesting image, but it doesn't really go. Let's see. I don't want just two images, though, is my problem. Maybe putting that on there will make it. That looks better there, and she could live down here. I like that. I don't think this one really works for the page, so I am not going to use that in this page, but it's a cool image. It's a lady floating. She's floating. I think it's pretty cool. I'm going to put that over there. Let's see here. Let's see. Those stickers, no, I've got some. I kind of like, that's kind of like 3 images. This is bothering me a little bit over here. I need a little bit of scrapbook paper, I think. Maybe some flowers. Let me put that up there. It looks a little white to me up here. Still not okay with the white space. This is plastic, so I'm hoping that will glue down well enough. Put that this way. Like that. And scrapbook paper. Let's see here. Another little flower, maybe a little butterfly. I can't have the butterfly going sideways. Scissors. Scissors. Where are the scissors? We could probably put that someplace, but there we go. Tear that. That looks better. All right. I like that. I do like that. All right. All right, so I'm going to put these larger images down. That one covers that white space. This one will cover that white space. Just like that. Pretty busy. It's pretty busy. We got some busyness going on here. I got white space right there and didn't see that. So let me, while that's still wet, I can sneak this piece underneath that. Because I didn't see it. Okay, I can come back up now. There we go. And re-glue that, and down it goes. All right. All right. So all my white spaces are filled, and I can start adding butterflies. All right. I'm going to cut that little tab off right there because it's hanging off the edge. And let me put a ton of glue on this plastic, and let's see if it actually sticks. Let's Give it a try. Feels like it's going to stick. I haven't been using my t-shirt, so maybe I should do that. All these pieces. All right. It's a pretty busy background. Pretty busy. I don't know. Let's get this stuff out of the way. I don't know if adding a little bit of tissue paper over the top is gonna do anything. I could add a couple little pieces and see what happens. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna add a couple little pieces and see if that tones down the busyness just a tad. I probably should have put that underneath that butterfly. And it's a great place to test this theory. Not usually, well, I guess I have used tissue paper, kind of like a white paint to blend the background in a little bit, but I usually use white paint. Let's see, do I like it? It certainly does tone down the background a little bit. Let's see. Let's put another piece right over here and see what that looks like. You like the tissue paper? You like how it kind of tones down the crazy? I'm just going to put it in a few spots. It does kind of tone down the crazy, doesn't it? Put some over there. Who's ditching stuff that they've saved? There's no ditching of stuff. Can't ditch stuff. I'm going to put some over here. I'm just going to put it in random places. Random little bits in here and there. Because it is really, it's toning down the busyness of the background quite a bit. Don't really want the stairs covered, so we're going to rip that up like that. It looks nice. Okay, this is working. I didn't think it would work, but it is. Let's put a piece over here. I need a piece over here. That's a big old piece, but it seems about the right size. That's serendipity for you. So you guys staying warm? How did I have that? Must have been something like that. Can't remember. Something like that. Maybe just a little tiny piece right there. All right. Maybe just a little tiny right there. There we go. Does that look a little more tame? So actually I need another little tiny piece right there. And that way I can start, there we go. I can start adding butterflies now. I like that. Okay, I like that quite a bit. Here's a boot. That's funny. Didn't see that before. All right, put that over here, that over there. Yes, thank you. It does tone down a little bit of the craziness. Actually, I need another little piece right there. Just a little tiny piece. Just a little bit right there. I'm looking at it in the monitor, so I can kind of see what's going on. Sometimes I can't see it as I'm hovering over it so closely. Sometimes I need to step back and take a look, and it's easy to do that when you're looking at it in a monitor like that. All right, so let me turn the page, and the blue butterfly really doesn't go, but I want it on there. And so I need these butterflies on here, but in places that are not with the other security envelope pattern. And there's another one. All right. So some of these light ones can go in dark spots. And I think I just want to start adding the butterflies. I don't know why I like the butterflies so much. dark ones over here. Some light ones. It's a butterfly page. How many of these butterflies can I put on here? Let's see here. Do I have any of these little guys? A couple. Can I put them all on? Probably. Probably. The mass of butterflies. This is actually going to be one of my scavenger hunt pages is butterflies. I've got a ton of stickers, and I've got some larger magazine images of butterflies. And it's actually, this is a good practice for when I do my page. Can I put them all on? Does that drive everybody crazy? Oh, I got two brown ones down here. I think that's all of them. Is that too many? Got some stickers over here too, but I think that's too much. Actually, this sticker kind of goes. Don't necessarily want the silver around it. But I'm not going to cut it off either. So that one's going to go there. They kind of interact with each other. Oh, yeah, I've seen that too, where they're so thick that you're driving through the cloud of butterflies. Yeah, I saw that once myself. Yeah, that's rough. 'Tis rough when that happens. All right. I am not going to overthink it. I do need to remember to leave a space for her name. I think I could do that down here or down here. So I need to keep that in mind, but I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going for it. I'm going to put this blue one down first. And I guess I should start at the corner and work. Some of those brown ones are probably not entirely brown. Start at the corner and work my way across. And I think I might have to do a little bit of Stabilo pencil around them. Just to help them a little bit. Help see them, because they're starting to blend in a little bit to me. You really like the giant butterfly? It's all plastic, so I think it'll stay. think it will. I hope it will. This will take me forever to draw around each one of them. What time am I? I've already been in, and this has already taken me an hour. And I was not thinking about it at all. It's going to take me an hour just to glue all these butterflies on. Make sure they've got enough. They're kind of some of them are cardstock weight. So I want to make sure there's enough glue so that they don't come up. Sorry. It's hard to do this quickly. Hello, Mary Lou. It's kind of difficult. I need to change my page again. Excuse me. Wow, that's just one page. That little butterfly right there does not want to stick. And this is going to be hard to draw around these guys with all these bumps underneath. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. I meant to save this spot for a name, and I forgot already. Come back up. Excuse me, I'm just having a time here. Let's put it up here just a little bit so I have enough room for name. All right. I guess I could have put it over there too. Let me turn the page. Oh, dear. Really getting snuffly. Oh. This guy's still here. Make sure these are on there. Put that over there. Gluing butterflies is serious business. Gotten really quiet, haven't I? Serious, serious business. I need one up in the corner. Put that one up there. I think I might be almost done. And I'm just going to do a couple outlines, see how it works. See if I can't get my, oops, there's another butterfly that needs a little bit of glue. All right. All down there. Nope, that one's still not glued. Oops, we missed this one. All right. I won't be able to draw over that plastic, I don't think. Let's see, where is... Yeah, I will do, let's see what I can find here. Let's see. We do have Stabilo All pencil. I think it needs a little sharpening. That's good. I've got a couple butterfly punches. Kind of wish that the butterflies were a color. All right, so let's do this one up here. And see what happens. Okay, and I didn't put water in my brush. Shoot. Let me go put a little bit of water in my water brush real fast. I will be right back. Sorry. It actually helps to have water in the water brush when you're trying to use it. I didn't think I would be using it, so I didn't have it all prepared. I do like that. Can you see that one butterfly? You can. You can see that one butterfly with the outline around it. Let's just soften that up just a little bit. Sorry. My nose is just going crazy. All right. Let's get some, there we go. There we go. All right. So let's soften that up a little. I think I put it on too dark. Got some Kleenexes here. Oops. Some Kleenex that aren't open. I don't want to open. Really? All right. That cleans off the brush a little bit. What do we think? Is that too dark? It's too dark, isn't it? I put too much of the pencil on it, I think. See if I can take some of that away. So let me see, let me do another one and not make it quite so dark this time. Let's see what happens with that one. I like that a little bit better. It's got a little bit of darkness, but not a ton. Yeah, I like that a little bit better. So I'm just going to have to lightly trace around these. Butterflies. Yeah, it does not. Oh, it kind of does work around the plastic. Let's see here. Here's another one. It's kind of nice that they're cardstock, so they're kind of thick, and the pencil really does glide around them pretty easy. So it's not taking me forever. I thought it would take me a long time to trace around them. Sorry, I gotta watch what I'm doing here. Try and make it a light line so it's not too dark. And here's another one. He kind of blends in now that I've got everything outlined. I hardly see him. All right. So that's all of them on that side. Let's see. We can make them pop just a little bit. Did that one already. What do we think? Does that work? Sorry. I ask you what it looks like and what do you think, and then I don't look at chat. It's horrible. What do we think? I could drag it out further on the page. Should I? Is it not far enough? Is it not far enough, Vicki? Like that? I am new to it myself, so this is kind of a learning experience for me. So this is me practicing something that I'm not really sure the best way to do it would be. So let me kind of bring out the black a little bit more and see if it creates a bit more of a shadow. So it looks like the butterflies are about, they would look like they're hovering against the ground or something if they had too much of a shadow though. I kind of just want them to not blend into the background. I think that's kind of what's going on there. Can we see them a little bit better now? You're always afraid you're overdoing it. Me too. If you do it lightly, I guess, you can go over it again if it's not enough. Right? If it's not enough, you can add more. This background's pretty busy, so, oops, getting it on top of the butterflies. And I don't want to be in front of the camera either. I'm trying to get over these to see where I am, what I'm doing. So I'm just going to do this one side, and then I guess we'll have something to compare. See if I need to add a little bit more. Trying to bring it out just a little bit so we can see it. There we go. What do you think? One side done and one side not. There is a difference, isn't there? Use a slightly damp Q-tip. Okay. Okay. I can do that for the other side. You like it both ways? I guess we kind of see what it looks like. You can see the other side. Kind of like them with the back, the Stabilo. You can see them a little bit better. They kind of blend in on the other side. So I will go ahead and do that later. I'm going to do that. I'll probably use a Q-tip, practice, and see what the difference is. I'll use a Q-tip on this side and see how it works differently for me. You can see them better with the black, right? Yeah. Yeah. You can hardly see them on when they're not outlined. I like it though. It's interesting. It's a busy, busy page. I have a brown Stabilo, maybe brown. I don't know. I like the black. It makes them, especially with the black around this, it makes it so that you can actually see them a little bit. I don't know if the brown would actually bring them out enough. You can hardly see them on this page. There's a comparison. So anyway, so I'm going to do that later. And then I will add her name. And I think what I'll do is I'll ink the edges again, because that really does make a difference to the page. It makes it look a little bit more finished. And then, hello, Veronica. Thank you. So I think, you think it needs a little bit more? This side needs a little bit more outline? So I think that is the FIBS book page. I think that's what we're going to be. I don't think I'm going to do a whole lot more to that, other than outline the other side and outline the page itself all the way around. All the way around. The butterfly page. Okay. Oh, there's my scissors. They're on the floor. Hi, Patricia. There's my scissors. I'm looking all over for those. All right. All righty. So I have about a half an hour left. And so I have a bunch of glue books that I want to introduce, a bunch of variations. And so I think what I am going to do is I am going to introduce the next one. I was kind of working on it a little bit before the stream. I kind of trying to do a page, but I didn't get the page done. And introduce, I am working on everything is falling here. Everything is falling. Okay, so those are the signatures for the next glue book. Let me put this to the side and I will finish that up, get a picture of it and get it posted. Oh, you like the documents? I do too. I can make documents. I gave it a try, and what do you know? I can actually fix it. They fixed the problem, and so I can make documents, and I will be making documents with lists and things like that in the group. Let me know what kind of things you want me to post up there, and I can do that. I know there was a couple of things that you guys wanted lists of, and I need some reminders. So here is one of the projects that I am doing. I have started a new art journal for 2018. It is a larger one because I am using the old calendar. This is a pretty large calendar. I did cut it down. I cut off the flip, the little holes, you know, the flip thingy, and it was rounded. The corners were rounded. I don't necessarily like working on rounded corners, so I did cut off the round edges, but it's a pretty huge calendar, and I decided that I was going to put them in 3 signatures of 4 pages each. Folded them together, and I made some signatures for art journaling for some various things. So I just wanted to show them before I do anything to them. A great way to use up calendars from last year. Don't throw those away. You can use the images, you can use the pages, because they're nice sturdy pages to work on. So that's one of the things that I'll be working on. I don't know if I'll be working on it this month, or if I'll start it this next month, but I wanted to get it out there because I don't want you guys throwing away your calendars. So here's another calendar. You know, I've got a ton of calendars, and I did the same thing with this one. This is the one that I showed in the, now I'm going to start choking. I have a lot of calendars too. I moved with 51 calendars. I think I have less now. You like those motifs? All right. So here is another one that I am doing the calendars. Now, I didn't like how this one was like a 12 by 12. This is the one that I did the signatures video with. And so I cut off some of the top and some of the bottom of the calendars to make it not quite so tall. So I did sew the 12 pages of the calendar together into 3 signatures. So this is going to be a glue book number 11. The signatures are made from calendars, and the pages, this one's upside down, are going to have images and napkins. It's mostly going to be a showcase of napkins. I am doing a napkin journal, kind of like this, over on Patreon. It's only for my Patreon people. It's kind of one of the rewards of being over there, of pledging money over there, so that I can continue making videos. I make videos for Patreon that only people who pledge money can see. And I've got a great big huge calendar napkin journal that I've been working on over there. And the only way you're going to see it is if you pledge money at Patreon. So sorry about that, but that's for them only. And it's huge. I can show you the thing. I think I have shown the basic when I started doing it. It's a huge calendar, and I used 3 calendars, so there's 9 signatures, and it is getting heavy. It's getting really thick and really big. So I thought I would start a littler one for the glue book January. And as you know, my definition of a glue book is gluing images, gluing pieces of paper, all kinds of various pieces of paper, gluing pieces of paper into a book, signature, or on another piece of paper. So this is a variation of a glue book. It is calendar pages, calendar signatures with images, book pages, and napkins on top. And I will be, you need to check the difference between tissue paper and napkin. A napkin, tissue paper is paper that you find in packaging. You find it in boxes to make the gift that you're giving, to wrap it nicely. That's tissue paper. It's really fine, thin stuff. Sometimes it's just white, and sometimes it has printed stuff on it. It is really thin. A napkin is something like this. It is used when you're eating, to wipe your hands and your mouth. In America, there's quite a few people or companies that print nice, pretty napkins for table settings. for parties and for special occasions and that kind of thing. I don't know if a lot of other countries do that. I think they do, but not to the extent that America does, I don't think. And so a napkin has many layers, and some of the layers are coming off this one. And that is used to, there you go. There you go. Debbie says a napkin is a serviette. Okay. Does that answer that question, what the difference is? So this is going to be glue book number 11. There are beautiful napkins in Europe. Okay, so understood. Very good. At least I could make that understood. All right. So there is a little bit of difference, though they are both very, very thin types of paper. So for napkins, you can really see what's underneath really easily because they are so thin. You can see the book page underneath the napkin. You have to take the layers of a napkin off. Sometimes they have 2 layers and sometimes they have 3. You just saw one of them just kind of fell off. But I know that there's a 3rd layer here. And you want to make sure that you do take the napkins apart, that you don't glue all those layers together, because you'll end up just gluing on this layer that you don't really want, and your napkin will come up because it doesn't really have any glue on it. So make sure that you get all the layers to the napkin off, which makes it really thin and really fragile. So you have to be really careful with them. But that is how you do that. So yeah, and napkins are more absorbent. They are meant to get the grease and things off your fingers and while you're eating and stuff like that. So they are made to absorb all kinds of stuff. So I tried to do this page before the stream, and I'm not done with it yet. I still have a little bit of napkin I want to add, and I think I'm going to add some more little images on top of that to make it a nice little glue book page. So that was all I wanted to do. I don't know if I'm really going to be working on this right now because and I don't know if I'm going to actually use a lot of the images underneath. I probably will put book pages on so that they'll show through the napkins. And I really don't know if I want them to show through or not. So that is glue book variation number 11, napkins and calendar pages. Okay? Okay? Does that make sense to anyone? And I think I might add some more birds, waterfalls, boats. I'm not quite sure what I want to add. I have a bunch of images that I put together for pages. And I'm just going to use one calendar for this napkin journal. I'm going to make it fairly small so I can see if I can get it finished faster and easier. Like I said, the napkin journal over on Patreon is a monster. It is huge. And I was working crazy on it, and it felt like I wasn't getting anywhere. So I might just do that. I've got these napkins, and I didn't really look at them at the time. I really liked these napkins. But then when I opened the package, I realized that they weren't going to go very far. We have a problem here. So, kind of wasted a bunch of money on these because they're not printed on all the sides. So I think I am going to do something like that with it. I guess I could work on that. That's happened to you too. I have one of the Dollar Tree napkins. I got the large, I don't know what size, what it's called, but the large size. And it was only printed down the center. The sides were all blank. And you couldn't see it in the package, so you had no idea that it was only the center that had printing on it. And everybody else's seems to have printed on the entire napkin. It was only me that got gypped. Only me. And I think I'm going to need more than one napkin. So let me get another one out here. I guess I'll just do a page in the napkin journal while I'm here. I have quite a few more glue books variations to reveal, bring out. So I will be doing that on Sunday. Dinner napkins, that's it, that's it. Yeah, they were the long skinny ones, the big ones. Yep. And yeah, they were only printed down the center. They were Dollar Tree napkins, so it wasn't any big deal, but I was still a little disappointed. Just a little disappointed. How could they do such things to me? Right? Right, so I'm going to try to get some videos out this week, some more videos. I've got a couple planned, but I get busy doing the glue books. I get absorbed, and my scavenger hunt book is really coming along nicely. It's working. I like the way the pages are turning out, and when things are working for me, I kind of like to keep them going. Uh-oh, this is crooked. So I may go back to doing my scavenger hunt book just because it's being nice, and I'm really liking the way it's turning out. I got it crooked and it doesn't want to come off now. All right. All right, so I guess you're crooked now. I guess you're crooked now. See if we can get the other images not crooked. Oh, you've been lurking. Hi, Jennifer. Hello, hello. You like the way the FIBS Book page turned out? Thank you, thank you. I hope she likes it. I have to finish it, of course. That's why I wanted it up on the top. Oh, I changed my mind last minute, and now I see why I wanted it that way to begin with. Let's try this again. This is what I get for second guessing myself. Redo, rewind, deja vu here. Deja vu. All right, I'm getting glue everywhere now. And I'm not getting it on very straight. Got wrinkles. Guess that's what the napkin's for, so I can cover up my mistakes. There we go. So that's going to be the next one. And I am going to use this napkin, and I think I might have to put some book page or something, because you can see the orange through it, and I don't want to see the orange through it. So I am about at that time, so I'm not going to fuss with this anymore. But I just didn't want to add, I did want to add another glue book today, since I've got quite a few to add. And I'm kind of hoping maybe, to add something this week. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get it done enough to show it, but I'm going to try. So, I think that's it for today. I will add, I forgot to add the challenge. Oh, this image would be really cool on this page too. Ooh. Oh, yes. Sorry, I get easily distracted, don't I? And I need to put the challenge up in the group. I forgot to do it, so I will be doing that later today. Is there anything else that I need to remember? Thank you, everyone, for spending some time with me. I hope you guys are having fun with the glue books this month. I hope I'm not the only one. I hope you guys are working along with me. I hope. So I am going to go work on stuff so I can bring out some more glue books. I want all 25 of them out by the end of the month. So you love your glue books, yay! I want them out. I'm starting, like I said, I'm starting 13 glue books. I had quite a few glue books already started. So I'm introducing the different ways that you can do glue books. So there's 25 variations of glue books. And I'm really hoping to get my traditional one finished. And I should really work on that and get it finished so I can do a flip through once and for all. This image would look really cool on here too. Oh dear, the choices a person has to make when doing glue books. Which glue book to put something in. So I'm hoping to get this one finished and do a flip through, and I'm trying to get a video done for introduction to glue books. I did one before, but I want to do another one because I've learned a little bit since then. Hi, May. Happy New Year. So thank you all for spending some time with me and having some glue book fun. And I will talk to you on Sunday. I'm going to introduce some new glue books on Sunday. Some more new glue books. There's so many different ways to do them. So many. So many. So I'm going to say goodbye. Thanks everyone for watching.